Hey everyone, welcome back to The Beauty Brief, your go-to podcast for all things makeup and beauty. I'm your host, Maddie Pede, and let's get into it. Starting out first with latest beauty launches smash or pass, where we go through all of the new beauty launches which have been announced or teased or leaked for that matter. And I'll tell you whether I think they're worth a smash or a pass. I mean, are we surprised at this point? Another new lippy. Okay, so Glow Recipe is launching this new glass balm lip treatment. I mean, I'm surprised to hear that they didn't already have one. At this point, every beauty brand needs a lip treatment though, so yeah. This makes sense. This checks out. Glow Recipe gotta launch a lip treatment. Okay, so it's said to be a high shine lip treatment infused with hyaluronic spheres. Microspheres, whatever the frick that means. What is hyaluronic microspheres? Can someone please elaborate? That would be great. Thank you. Apparently, the hyaluronic microspheres deliver penetrating hydration, okay, with a glass-like glow. I mean, the formula sounds good. It sounds like it's a very nice lip treatment. It also says that the tint is inspired by binasu, which is apparently a fruity, icy Korean dessert. I've never heard of it. I've never tried it. Please confirm or deny. I'd love to hear more info, but I do love a good dessert. So either way, there are 4 shades total. The first one is Ice Binasu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm going to continue to pronounce it wrong. So sorry. But that is a clear one. There's Watermelon Binasu, Strawberry, and Blackberry. So some cute shades, but I will say the packaging is kind of just meh, especially since Glow Recipe is kind of known for their packaging and their aesthetic. This kind of just doesn't live up to the hype. You think about the typical dewdrops, like that bottle is so stunning, and then they came out with the blush, which was kind of a matching bottle to the dewdrops. That was really, really pretty. So this packaging, living up to that hype, it kind of just doesn't live up to the hype. I get it's not all about packaging, and for lip treatments, this is pretty on par with good quality packaging, but I love good packaging. And when a brand is kind of known for their aesthetic and their packaging and they live up to a certain standard, I expect every product to also live up to that standard. So packaging wise, it's a pass, but I feel like I'm committed to trying any and all lip treatments, so it's a smash. Okay, moving on to these new Dior products, we have the Rosy Glow Blush Stick. Obviously, we all know the Rosy Glow Lip Balm. So now they're coming out with a creamy stick blush version of that as obviously a blush. So just like the glowy lip balm, which we know and love, it is pH activated. It's supposed to give like a natural flush of color. They also say long lasting and buildable, which is not at all what I picture when I think of like the lip product. So I'm curious how that's going to transfer over to being a long lasting buildable blush product. There are 7 shades total, and some of them have a pearlescent finish as well. The shades are really beautiful. There's pinkies, lilacs, toffee. You got it all. There is quite a nice array of shades. There's some nudes, some pinks, some lilac-ies. It does look really nice, but for this product in particular, it would really have to like wow me and blow my socks off for me to actually like bite the bullet on it. So I'm curious to see some initial reviews from people, some first impressions, and kind of get a grasp for it. But initial thoughts, it's a pass. Mostly for the price tag as well. Okay, moving on to the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. These are apparently more pigmented, so they've relaunched them, or now there's 2 versions. Honestly, I'm a little bit confused with this one, but it does say it's more buildable thanks to a formula concentrated in pigments. Okay, thank you so much. I will say, I think the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush is so beautiful. It just gives like a really nice flush of color to the cheeks. However, the price tag is usually something I can't wrap my head around. This next one from Dior is so freaking cute. This is the Dior Addict Lip Glow Butters. Yes, another lip butter lip treatment situation. I know, but it has a little like Dior keychain thing on it, and I'm like, yes. I know I said previously that packaging isn't everything. It's not fully what matters, but I'm not gonna lie, that Dior keychain situation, I was like, yes, sign me up immediately. Without that, the packaging is kind of like subpar, but it is said to be a high shine treatment infused with ceramides and peptides. They also claim it's a perfect balance between a balm and a gloss. Okay. They have 5 shades total: pink, lavender, toffee, lychee, and the last one is cherry. It looks super, super cute. I mean, the formula will probably be decent. The packaging is really just making me feel so nostalgic. I'm loving it. It's very much giving me early 2000s vibes, and for that reason alone, it has to be a smash. I know. Okay, a new product from NYX Cosmetics. I absolutely love NYX brow products. This is their Brow Glue Crazy Lift Brow Gel. In case their brow glue wasn't enough, which that is one of like the strongest holding brow gels on the market, well, now you have the Crazy Lift Brow Lamination Gel. So there you go. The applicator seems very, very interesting. It's kind of similar to the MAC Cosmetics Brow Gel, if you recall that one. The applicator almost looks like it'd be like for a lip butter, but then it's got all these tiny little teeth on it, so you can really get into the brow hairs. It claims to be a 24-hour, yes, 24 hours. Who's timing that? Strong Hold Brow Lamination Gel. It claims to be non-crunchy, flake-proof, and sweat-resistant. Okay, bold claims here, people. Now, I trust that this formula is going to be absolutely amazing. Like I said, NYX brow products are some of my favorite on the market. However, this is a product I typically do not reach for anymore. I just found the Crazy Hold brow gels or like the lamination gels or all those types of products were very, very harsh on my brow hairs. And I was finding I was having a lot of brow hairs come out. I was finding a lot of like sparse areas in my brows. And as soon as I stopped using the like super hold brow gels, my brows started to like come back and, you know, be a lot more full. But for me, it would be a pass, but I trust the formula would be amazing. And I have to smash any and all NYX brow products for the most part. Okay, next up from Glamlite, we have this Lord of the Rings collection. I didn't know that I needed a Lord of the Rings collection. And honestly, I don't. But there was a moment there where I looked at this and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. The eyeshadow palette is actually stunning. The color story looks so nice. There's a good variety of shades with different finishes, but the color story itself is very like earthy tones. Now for the rest of the collection, there's a lip treatment. There are 2 different types of lip kits. There's a highlighter and then there's a whole crossbody bag, which is actually super cute. Now I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. My boyfriend's gonna be watching this being like, God help you. I know, I'm sorry. But either way, it's just not for me. So this collection is not on my street. It's a pass. So sorry. Thank you so much. Okay, another collection I didn't know I needed. And honestly, when I first saw this, I was very confused. This is the Fenty Beauty Smurf collection, specifically the Smurfette collection. Now I was confused to see this from Fenty Beauty in the first place because I was like, I just don't see this from Fenty Beauty. They're just not a huge like collections type of brand. And then the Smurf movie, I was like, I'm so confused. But I guess Rihanna is in this new Smurfette movie or whatever it may be. So now it all makes sense. Now it's really coming together. There's bits and pieces of it which are super cute, but as a whole, the collection just feels very random. There's this Daisy Flower Shimmer Puff, which is just like so freaking cute. That's probably the biggest standout from the collection. And then from there, there's a lip duo, which comes with a keychain. That just to me feels very like gimmicky. I don't know. I'm just not like, ooh, yeah. It honestly just feels like something that you would get with your movie theater popcorn going to see the premiere of this movie. You know what I mean? Like a kid's pack, like get your little toy. Oh man, that's really harsh, but it's honestly the truth. That's what I initially thought. So I'm just going to say what's on my mind. Okay. The last episode of the Beauty Brief, I was saying how I was trying to be more positive. And then here I am being like, this is a toy that you get in a kid's pack. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. From there, we have another Gloss Bomb keychain situation. You know how I feel about that. We have one of her whipped oil body creams. We have a 2-piece mushroom blending sponge set. Like all these things are cute. Don't get me wrong. There's also a liquid lipstick. There's a 2-piece mushroom clip thing, like hair clips, not making any sense from Fenty Beauty. And then there's a mirror, which I feel like any sort of like collection always has like a mirror. So like I said, there's bits and pieces from the collection, which I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's cute. That's cute. It just feels like, let's throw that in, throw that in, throw that in. Like I don't know. Everything just feels very like thrown together. It has to be a pass. I'm so sorry, Fenty Beauty. Oh my God. Literally last episode, I said that if there was another celebrity beauty brand launching, I was going to lose my mind. And this is me losing my goddamn mind. This is a new skincare brand called Reframe Beauty by Savannah James. Who's Savannah James, you might ask? LeBron James's wife. I didn't know he was married. It does make sense though, because I'm pretty sure he has a lot of kids. I don't know. Does he? I don't know. Anyways, would you count Savannah James, LeBron James's wife, a celebrity? I guess so, because she's in the public eye. I never knew who she was, but either way, whatever. Okay, so kind of a celebrity beauty brand, but not really, but yes, kind of. What? I don't know. That's up for debate. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, she worked with some beauty entrepreneur by the name of Nick Axelrod Weck. I'm not even making that. I'll have that on the screen. Anyways, to create a high-end skincare brand. I have so many thoughts on this. Now, first thought, I trust this actually probably could be decent, like the skincare products itself. And the actual branding of the products is very nice. The packaging is very beautiful. It looks very high end. But I think having this be in the category of a celebrity beauty brand, and especially for celebrity, which we don't really know and isn't really known that well, that's where this is already off on the wrong foot. People just aren't going to take this seriously. And then once you see the price tag, it's a bit like, girl. I mean, I wasn't expecting LeBron James's wife to be using like Cetaphil. You know what I mean? But still, you gotta like come down to like a consumer level at some point. Like we're not all LeBron James's wife. You know what I mean? So there are 3 products which she is launching initially. The first one is called the Pigment Processor. So it's a daily brightening serum and it is $115. $115. Okay, great. Then next we have the Compression Complex, which is the facial sculpting cream. It's $95. Yeah. Then we have the circadian, I'm going to pronounce that wrong. Circadian cream, whatever. That's the overnight collagen seal. So it's a collagen cream. It's $135. Yeah. I don't really think there's a lot else to say about this other than it's a pass. I'm so sorry. We have had so many freaking lip products in today's episode and now we have another one. This is a new shade of the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm and this is the shade Guava. Guava seems to be the shade of summer 2025. And honestly, I'm here for it. I love like a pinky guava, like light pink shade. Now I feel like every single episode I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of lip products on the market and we just keep coming out with more and new shades this and so many lip products. But I will make an exception for this one because I love the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balms. I think that they are amazing. I think they are well worth the price tag. So I'm totally down to try this new shade. It is a smash. Okay, this new Essence collection. This is the Juicy Balm Party collection. And I mean, this whole collection makes you want to have a party. I see this and I'm like, yeah, Juicy Balm Party collection. That is exactly what this is. I love this. I'm totally down for this. I love Essence. They're launching 2 shades of a blush jelly, which is apparently a gel-like texture. Sounds super beautiful, kind of like a skin tint, like blush tint situation. Totally down for that. That's a smash. Then they have 4 shades of their Juicy Balm lip oil. Is that new? I never recall Essence having a lip oil previously, at least under the Juicy Balm line. Then we have a jumbo lip gloss in the shade Lovely Lychee and also 5 new shades of their lip gloss. I haven't tried anything from the Juicy Balm collection other than the Juicy Balm lip balms. They look kind of like the Lancome Juicy Tubes. Those are decent for the price point. They are very nice. So I'm down to try anything else from the Juicy Balm collection. Now the collection also comes with a makeup bag, makeup sponge, a shower gel, which is interesting. I didn't even realize that Essence had body products at all. And then these adorable little pineapple hairbands and wristbands. These are so freaking cute. I mean, the collection is adorable. Essence price point is so good. So I'm so willing to try any and all of their products. It's a smash. Okay, next up from Makeup by Mario, he is launching the Soft Sculpt talc-free blurring bronzer. So obviously we know his Soft Sculpt bronzer, but now he's relaunching it talc-free. People also say I pronounce talc the wrong way. Talc powder. I don't know. Tomato. But either way, the formula appears to be like the original one, but obviously it's just talc free now. So I'm curious what you guys think about this whole talc situation because the beauty world is up in arms. Some are claiming it's greenwashing and the beauty world is just making us all afraid of talc powder and all of these ingredients. And then some people are like genuinely terrified of talc powder and all of these like really harmful ingredients. So they're looking to clean beauty products. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stand in the middle. I honestly don't really know what to believe. Like on one hand, I'm like, I don't really want to use products which could potentially be harmful. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I'm sure it's safe. Isn't it? Right? I don't know. I honestly go back and forth. My opinion changes all the time. I've made a whole separate video on the talc powder situation. I don't know what to think. I'm curious what your opinion is. But as long as this formulation is comparable to his original formula, that's all that really matters in this scenario. Regardless, am I going to be rushing to buy this? Probably not. It's a pass. For now. Okay, next up in the beauty world, Rhode by Hailey Bieber is coming to Sephora. One of the top comments on Trend Mood made me LOL. All the comments were about like the gritty lip balms. I've tried 2 different Rhode lip products and neither of them have been gritty for me. I've had very good luck and I absolutely love her lip products. But obviously a lot of people were claiming that her lip products were gritty. So all the comments on Trend Mood were literally just like, oh yay, easy access to gritty lip products. Like they were just honestly cracking me up. But either way, I do think that this is good news. I think her beauty line is obviously popular. I think this makes it easier for people to get access to her products and to try out her products. I myself am not a huge Rhode beauty fan. I like the lip products, but other than that, I haven't really tried a ton of her products. I have tried the lip shapers and they're okay. That's actually what I have on my lips today. So it's no tea, no shade to her brand. I'm just not like gravitated towards her brand. Like I must try this. But other people appear to be like totally addicted to her brand and just like need to get their hands on every single product. But either way, when she launches a beauty product in future, it'll be easier for me to get my hands on it. So for selfish reasons, I think this is good. It's a smash. Okay, moving on to this rose gold body oil from Sol de Janeiro. Now this looks super, super beautiful. This is like the year of shimmery body oils, but I'm not gonna lie, the rosiness of this body oil, I was like, I don't think I would like that on my skin tone at all. I personally feel like it would look good on deeper complexions. On my fair skin, I feel like I would look sick, burnt, all of the above. I don't know. The formula itself though, I'm very, very intrigued to try. I love a good like glowy oil for the summer because I'm not much of like a fake tanner. I don't go for spray tans. I don't really tan in general. So it's nice just to be able to like put something on that can give you a nice glow, you know? But this color is an absolute no for me. It's a pass. Okay, moving on to some new additions to the Dior Skin family. This is the Diorskin Forever Blush Filter. It claims to be a whole new texture, which is similar to like whipped cream. I'm like, okay, tell me more about this whipped cream texture. It's a lightweight formula which quickly blends into the skin to give yourself a nice flush of color. I am very, very intrigued about this whipped cream blush. There are 5 shades total. I feel like I need to try it. I don't know. I feel like I have more questions than answers with this one. Also part of the Diorskin family, we have some new face powders. There are 2 of them being launched. One is a radiant filter powder and then the other one is a matte filter powder. It's supposed to blur and reduce the appearance of pores and just add a natural brightness to the skin. I'm honestly not wowed, but the blush I'm still really intrigued by, but I don't really have a smash or a pass for that one. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, next up, I'm so excited for this because I thought Ole Henriksen discontinued this. This is the Cold Plunge Pore Mask. Now, I have never tried this product, but I went to go buy it randomly and saw that it was discontinued and I was like, what the heck, Ole Henriksen? But here we are. He's brought it back bigger and better than ever. They essentially just added Danish purple willow. So now it's this purple color. And honestly, I don't know what Danish purple willow is, but I'm like, sure, sign me the frick up. Now this face mask just sounds so intriguing and just like so satisfying. It has this like super cooling effect to the skin, but it's also formulated with salicylic acid. So it's good if you struggle with any sort of acne, clogged pores, if you just want to like exfoliate the skin nicely. And it's apparently formulated with nourishing Scandinavian antioxidants, which I'm like, sure, sign me up because they have amazing skin and I'm totally down for it. The line, which has this cold plunge mask in it, also has a cleanser and a toner, and that's what's shown in this trend mood post. So I don't know if these are new as well. I vaguely remember other products that were in this green packaging. So maybe this was just a post showing all of the collection, or maybe these are all new. I don't know. I'm just focusing on the cold plunge mask, and that is an absolute smash. Okay, moving on to a new formula of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss Honeyed Lip Gloss. So I was confused because it doesn't say anything about these being formulated with honey. It just says that it has a honey scent. So I don't know if this is like exactly like the original formula, just with the honey scent. I'm a little bit confused. I'm gonna be completely honest, this isn't my favorite lip gloss formula on the market. I know a lot of people claim that this is a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb dupe, but I do not agree at all. I much prefer the Fenty Gloss Bombs, and I think that they're well worth the money. So either way, it's just not the lip gloss formula of my choice, so I wouldn't be rushing to try this new honey version. It's a pass. Okay, moving on to our next segment, which is hot takes, beauty ins and outs. Starting out first with lip oils with a tint that lasts. I love the thought of a hybrid formula because it allows my lips to still get that tint and that pigment even after the lip oil kind of like dissipates and dissolves away. I shouldn't say dissolves, like sinks into the lips. Obviously, we all know a lip oil isn't made to last. You have to reapply that product. That's just how a lip oil works. That's how a lip oil is formulated, and it just is what it is. So if you're able to get a lip oil which has some sort of a tint to it, which will actually tint the lips and be there even after the lip oil has disappeared, I feel like it makes that lip product even that much more appealing. So lip oils with a tint, it's in, baby. I feel like this is a good one for me today. We have de-influencing with hate. Now, I'm totally gonna throw myself under the bus here. I have been known to do this many a times. I just feel like sometimes I get very brutally honest with products, and sometimes it can come across as me being like hateful towards that product or towards that brand. And I have to remind myself that I can de-influence a product or give my honest opinion on a product with context and not hate. Take, for example, mascara formulas. I think mascara formulas are the ones which can be so unique to each person. What might work for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good mascara. It's just understanding what kind of look you're trying to go for, what kind of lashes you have, all the different things which go into a mascara formulation. But I also have to remind myself to de-influence a product with context. So why don't I like it? Why doesn't it work for me? Instead of being like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, it doesn't work. Worst mascara ever. Oh my God, don't like it. You know, I'm just being hateful. I'm not providing context. And I'd like to think that I'm not the only one. I honestly think we see this with a lot of beauty creators. So de-influencing products with hate, she's out. She's gotta go. Provide us with some context, god damn it. Okay, moving on to the body mist revival. I am so happy to see this. I feel like I'm living in the 2000s again. It just makes me so happy. I can't even explain it. Every fragrance company is coming out with an eau de parfum and a body mist, which coincides with the eau de parfum. Do you like my eau de parfum pronunciation? Oh my god, that was good. Who is she? French? So I'm so happy to see it. I just love a good body mist. Like, you can't go wrong. No, she's not as long lasting as an eau de parfum, but god damn it, she's there nonetheless. The body mist revival is back. She is in. She is better than ever. Moving on to the talc powder situation. Now, obviously, we were just talking about this with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer, which is reformulated as talc-free. And like I said, the beauty world is up in arms about this talc situation. Pro talc powder, no talc powder. Which side are you on? I don't know. The beauty world is divided on this one. And like I said, I personally don't know how I feel about it. My opinion varies. It switches. I sway. I'm like that thing at a car dealership, the like sign. I'm like, what do I do? What's going on? You know, I don't know. So like I said earlier, I'm very curious what your opinion is. But at this point in the beauty world, whether you like it or not, talc powder is out. Say a little prayer for you. It's kind of the vibes we're getting. I'm so sorry. Moving on to SPF that feels like skincare. Hallelujah frickin' Luya. It's about damn time. I am so happy to see SPF formulas have just been leveled up. Even like 10 years ago, buying an SPF face moisturizer, it still just like smelled like sunscreen. It felt like sunscreen. It was just not a good time. Nowadays, you can get SPF in face moisturizers and you don't even know. Who would have thought? Not me. But it's not even just the fact that it's in a face cream. It's in a facial spray. It's in a foundation. It's in freaking lip products, blush sticks, like you name it, SPF is there. And I am so here for the SPF that feels like skincare. It is a total in. Okay, guys, that is it for today's video. As always, be sure to let me know what latest beauty launches you're smashing or passing and what your hot takes beauty ins and outs. And as always, be sure to like, share this episode with a friend, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future episodes. And I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye, guys.